Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in the last of my projects for Springwatch. This has been 14 days of projects back to back going out on YouTube that are showcasing all of the beautiful things from the Spring catalogue and the Celebration catalogue, and it's running in conjunction with my online class that I'm doing with Angie from chickenscratch.com. The class will still be ongoing, so you can join it at any point in time, but this final project is a requested box from my friend Laurie, who sent this to me. Well, actually, she sent a deconstructed box that held Tealights and asked me to remake it, which I have done, and she wanted this Tangerine Tango paper from the Retro Fresh. So it opens like this, and that's where you would slide your Tealights in. It opens both sides, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Now, I've already kind of part-made it because this is my fourth time of filming. I've got such a bad cold, and I got an attack of the sneezes, so I've already part-scored it. But your piece of cardstock measures 11 inches by 7.5 inches, which is 28 centimetres by 19.5 centimetres, so no problem getting this out of a sheet of card. And with the long side at the top, as you can see, I've already scored it, and that was at the point that I started sneezing. 3/4 of an inch, 5.25 inches, 6 inches, and 10.5 inches, and in metric that is 2 centimetres, 13.5, 15.5, and 27 centimetres. And then you turn it round, and now I can carry on scoring. With the short side at the top, you score it again at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, 6 inches, and 6 3/4 of an inch. And in metric, that would be 2, 4, 15.5, 17.5. Right, I'm going to move the scoring tool out of the way. Let's hope I don't sneeze anymore. Okay, so fold all of the score lines, and as I said, did I say? I can't remember which version of this I put it in. This is Coastal Cabana. My first one was So Saffron cardstock. One of the colours that is running through the Retro Fresh is the So Saffron, which is lovely, but the Coastal Cabana is equally beautiful. Fold all of these score lines. And it makes a really good sized box. I will tell you in a second the finished dimensions of it, because I reckon you could fit some great 4x4 cards in here. Let's have a quick measure. Yeah, it's 11.5 centimetres, which is it's about 4.25 inches off the top of my head by 2 centimetres. So yeah, you're going to get 4x4 cards and envelopes in there. Brilliant. Okay, lay it out flat, and you've got an edge here that is wider than this edge, so we're going to keep this to one side, and we're going to use this as our guide side, and we need to get rid of 4 sections that are over on that, what we're calling the guide side. Get rid of all of those. Done. Don't need those. And the same above it as well. So, guide side is finished. This side, which is going to be the top, we need to do a little bit of trimming here as well. So, on these verticals, whoops, trim down. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to notch in ever so slightly on that one, because that's actually going to fold inside, and this is going to be the lip that folds in. So, repeat the same on all 4 bits. Keep going round. Oops. I've just nicked into the lid there. Oops. Oh well. Doesn't matter because it's going to get hidden anyway. So, that is the box. Cut, scored, trimmed and everything, but now I want to put this hole in the front. Now in the box that Laurie sent me, it had a skinny rectangle, but I wanted to make sure that I was using Spring catalogue products, And I found, so I'm just grabbing my big shot, the on-film framelets, this one here, I'll pull it out for you. And I found this purely by accident. But I looked at it and I went, oh great, look, there's a rectangle there, but actually it's cutting out a frame for you. So it took out the whole of the middle and the outside bit, which was really good because I actually quite liked that, because that then gave me a square, which was pretty cool. So I've got my magnetic plate. I'm going to put one plastic plate down, and I'm going to push this in and show you that actually it won't go through. So you need to fold these sides over and then it will go all the way through quite happily. So I'm going to position my framelet where I'd like it, which is in the middle. Put my cutting plate on the top. And then run that through, and I will show you the finished frame when I've finished cutting. Let me move all that out of the way. So what it pops out is that would be the bit that you would cut out and you would use on your card. Hopefully you can see that with these lovely little dots and stuff. And I stupidly thought I was just cutting out the middle bit, but it's okay because I liked the square when I finished with that. Okay, now to create this suspended bit here. I've got a piece of Designer Series paper, also retro fresh, and then it measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 because I want it to fit perfectly inside without any issues whatsoever. So I needed to have that border. I didn't want sort of glue dots or sticky strip or anything like that on display. And I'm going to use the edge of my dimensionals, because that is the best way I have found to create this sort of shadowy border bit going on. So I'm going to put one tight up there. I should take this edge as well. And it just lifts it away. And I forgot to get out the ribbon. There we go. And Laurie also wanted the chevron ribbon. So I'm just going to go kind of in the middle with it. You could put this, you know, you don't have to do this stage. I did it because this was what Laurie wanted, and that's cool. And I like doing bespoke projects. Right, let's make sure that's all lined up neatly. There we go. And then peel off this part. And although it's not beautifully finished on the back, actually you're not going to see that because it's going to go inside. And when I lay that on and turn it over, it's just kind of suspended inside. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Right. I'm going to get my corner rounder because I want to round these corners, because that's going to give us this great ease of close for the box when it's done. And then I will finish off with a little bit of stamping. Oh, that was the bit I nicked out before. We only need one piece of sticky strip. Aren't I good to you? Oh, that's so nice of me, not to give you loads of sticky to do. Although it would help if I could find the end. There it is. So on this bit, this was our guide side. So a bit down there, close to the score line. Grab my paper piercer to peel it off. And then this, you can just fold it over and fold it closed. And then that is the box built. And I'm going to feed that in there. Oh, actually, I want to put this little notch bit. I found that actually made a bit of a difference. So the small oval punch. Halfway in, that's just landed in my face. That side up. Oh, it's because I haven't notched this side properly. Let's try that again. And then this side as well, fold that in too. So that is the box finished, but I want to, you know, I like to stamp, I like to do a little bit of decorating, and I love these wooden elements. They are so cute. They're really gorgeous. I love them. I love the fact that you can sponge them. So shall I do Coastal Cabana? You know what, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do Coastal Cabana, not the Tangerine Tango that I had planned. So I better grab a sponge quickly. Quick change. I like that. I like that we can sponge these up and make them look different, a little bit rustic, a bit aged. So I've got Hip Notes, again from the same product suite. I've got You and Me, and I've got little hearts, because Valentine's Day is not that far away. How lovely. That's so sweet. I like that. Oh. So, quick sponge around the edges. I'll quickly do these hearts as well. Probably cover my fingers. So pretty, aren't they? Fun. Stampin' Up comes up with some really cool things. Right, we're going to use some mini glue dots on these just because I find them really nice and hardy to hold it all in place. So that one down there. A little trio of hearts. Ooh, wallop the tripod. And that is my box for Laurie that was a deconstructed candle box, made to look very different. Anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.